Hi all, I'm back for an afternoon session, brief session. I've been doing a lot of work on Let's Play ChessCon recently. If you haven't played there, please try it out sometime. It's the website I'm doing for a living. I've been doing it for the last 8 years. It's a correspondence style website, so you get a lot of time to think between moves, unlike these Blitz games. But I think it does help build up one's intuition and improve one's understanding of the game. You can also look up openings. It's allowed in correspondence style chess to check the opening position you have against the online databases. The site's even got its own master collection database for referencing games in the opening, and I think it's improved my over-the-board knowledge of openings, because I've often used position lookup in games in progress and found interesting ideas. So please check it out. Okay, we've got a game against an IM 2-4, 2-1. Let's play French. KIllbill. I think I've seen the film. Samurai sword was used with great effect. So let's play this burn variation. And Bishop B7, I think Knight F6, so I better protect that diagonal. And I don't think castling queenside is a hot idea either, because of White's A pawn. So I'll castle kingside, hope for the best. I think King H8, Rook G8, potential pressure on the G file, although it looks as though it's academic at the moment. It might not be later if things change. If pieces come off, weaknesses are often generated just naturally when pieces are exchanged off. Got to be careful about this unprotected bishop on E7 if it becomes a target for White's D5. So if I can play Rook G8 though. Okay, D5 is definitely targeting. So I think Bishop B4 is the usual annoying move I'm starting to like if people are preparing D5 to just threaten some structural damage. Okay, here, I wonder, can't I just take on C3, or is this something really horrible? I wonder. I think I will take on C3. Probably the queen's coming in for the dark squares. I wonder about C5. Or Rook A8. I think maybe just Rook to G8 as planned. Okay, now Rook G6. Rook G6. There's no Knight E5 at the moment. I think the other Rook. Now I'm feeling Rook G4. So that's kind of interesting. If I play F5, I still might be playing Rook G4. Oh, what about the idea of B5, just trying to undermine D5? Or C5, D5, ED, CD. There's nothing really going on there. Or is there? F5. Okay, F5 is tempting me now, actually. I think I'll go for it, because I've got G5 covered at the moment. There might be a threat of Rook G4. Maybe actually Knight F6. Oh no, but then Knight E5. So I've got to keep an eye on that E5 square. I've also got potential for F4 and maybe Rook G3 later. So maybe F4 is actually getting to be kind of tempting as well. F4, I wonder. FG, Rook G3. Just trying to rip open the king position here. C5, I don't know, it's harmless because of D5 really. So there's a little bit of tension going on here. What's happening? Right, can I... oh dear. Knight E5 might be a threat after Queen F7. So, I don't know. Is this a good time for Rook G3? Or something desperate? Queen D8. Queen D8. Queen F7. Rook G7. I think I might try that, actually. So I'm hoping that's a queen trap. Queen F7, Rook G7. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe White will just want to take queens here but maybe, you know, I've got still some potential counterplay on G file. Right, interesting move. Why not just F4 now? Then trying to soften the king up. I don't know why my opponent's giving me a free hand against his king. Maybe he really doesn't believe in these doubled rooks. Okay, he's blocking out the bishop, sure. But I'll soften the king. Okay, and now maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll return back, or b5 first. Maybe, if the queen really is not going to return back. She maybe just takes. Oh god. Why have I just done that? Oh dear. If queen a7, knight c5 though. But there's rook. Oh dear. This isn't so great. So knight. Okay, knight f6 to d5. If knight e5, I've probably got rook g7. If I can get my knight to d5, maybe that will justify some things. Knight d5, a strong knight. Maybe knight f4 later. Okay. So I have to protect f7. Can I get in knight d5? I wonder. Knight d5. Okay, knight c6, bishop c6, and my knight's protecting the queen at the moment. But I think there's rook d5, cd, and c6, unfortunately. Unless there's anything really clever there. So probably this isn't the greatest. I don't know, maybe I've got queen h4 with the idea of rook g3. I don't know. Rook d5, cd. Because rook d5, ed, knight g6, winning my queen. It's a shame. Okay, he hasn't taken that. What about just, I don't know, queen h4. Queen h4. I got really a threat of rook g3. It looks a bit scary. Now knight f4 looks scary as well for the opponent, thankfully. In fact, can I just play rook g3, just winning the queen here? Play rook g3, I'm just winning white's queen, surely. Almost. Possibly. Unless knight f7 is a tactical disaster. Okay, the queen can go to b2, but then rook g2, knight g2 and queen e1. This is looking promising. Can I be very lucky here against the 24-21? I think he's completely underestimated the potential attack on the g file. I don't know if just fianchetting made him fall asleep on the king side. But this looks to be a ferocious attack. And this could be the highest I've beaten, especially with live commentary, for a very long time on this auto pairing. But I don't know if I'm counting my chickens before they're hatched. I can't see many defences here. Okay, king g7, there's no queen c3, but there's a queen b2. Ah, queen b2, that's dangerous. So maybe that's how I might not be winning this. So king g8, though, rook d8, king takes f7. Maybe this is the best to play this. Okay, so I'm hoping there's no lethal checks. So there's no queen a8, thanks to my trapped bishop on b7. But there's knight h6, yes. Now can I just play king f8? Because if rook d8, I've got queen takes d8. Oh, I see. Oh no, I don't know. If queen f3, again rook g2, if rook f1, rook g2. If rook d8, queen takes d8. I think my opponent's, I don't know, played this strange on the king side. Very, very strange. So all it took was a rook sack to break through against a 24-21 IM. I don't know. Queen takes d8. Was that a roll of the dice? Oh god. Ah. Okay, now he's threatening queen g8. Okay, let's not panic. Queen g8. So if I play queen f6, queen g8, king e7. He's only got a few seconds. Okay. King f8 again. or king e8. King e8, queen g8, queen f8, and I might win on time. I think I'll try for that. Okay. Queen g5 here. Queen g5, rook e6. Now I've got knight e6. So I'll try this, I think. Now king e7. I can't see a killer check. Right, can I try and win this on time or something? If I play a cheeky king d8 allowing rook d8, rook d1, king c7, I'll try and make a run for it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave any comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.